My name is Jonna Johnson. I'm from the Field Development Department at Scentsy here in Meridian, Idaho, and we are really excited to offer all kinds of training opportunities for our field so you can be better at what you're doing and get equipped and inspired and motivated and educated, and also have the knowledge and the skill set that you need to be as successful as you can be in the field. So today's topic is talking about taking full advantage of recruiting opportunities. And somebody had already asked, do you record these? And absolutely we do. It takes a couple of days to get them posted up on our training center, but usually they're up within 48 hours. And your training center is located on your workstation. At the very top of your workstation, you'll see a link there that says Training Center. You can go in and either search, or you can click on weekly trainings, and you can see a variety of different trainings that we offer. They're very, very valuable, so we hope that you will use this. So I'm so excited to have Jacqueline on the call. Jacqueline is from Oklahoma, and she actually joined Scentsy in December of 2007, so just over 2 years. Her husband talked her into selling after she had a basket party for her sister-in-law and sold over $700. She signed up just to make a few dollars on the side and never imagined how it would soon change her life. She now has signed up 39 frontline recruits and has a group of almost 900 people. So you can absolutely see why we are so excited to have her as our guest presenter today. She's also an ICU nurse, but recently went to part-time just to do Scentsy full-time. Her absolute passion is showing others the opportunity Scentsy can bring into their lives. And so I am so excited to have Jacqueline on our call. So help me give an awesome webinar, Scentsy Spirit welcome to Jaqueline Roy. Jacqueline, take it away.
Thank you, Jonna. That was just awesome. Hopefully I can live up to everything you just told about me.
I know you do.
Well, thank you. And can you hear me okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I am so excited to be here, and I'm so excited that you guys asked me to do this. My passion is recruiting. And as you can tell, I started off slow. If you were to look at my history, my first 6 months with Scentsy, I didn't have one recruit. I didn't understand that I could make Scentsy a business. So my whole point now in life with Scentsy is to show people the opportunity that Scentsy can bring you if you build a team. My first 6 months, it was just a team of one. And then 22 months ago, I got my first recruit, and now I have almost 900 people underneath me. I love Scentsy, and it's blessed my life so much. So I want to share with you some of the tools that made me successful and hopefully can make you successful as well.
Can I ask a quick question, Jacqueline?
Yes.
And I hope you don't mind if I interject questions from the field at this time too, but one of the questions I have is, you said for 6 months you didn't have anybody on your team. Was there something that happened, a defining moment, or something that happened that really got you excited and pumped up to grow your team at that 6-month mark?
My upline is Allison Dahlke, and she started taking off really quickly, and she started making, $600, $800, $1,000 a month. And I said, you know what, if she can do it, I can do it too. And my first recruit actually came to me. She said, Jacqueline, I don't want to just have a party for you. I want to sign up. And I was so excited and nervous because I had never sponsored anyone before, and I still had not read all the manuals 6 months into selling Scentsy. So I felt very unprepared, and I was very nervous because I didn't know if I could truly sponsor anyone. So at that moment, a light bulb clicked on. It was very easy to sign her up. It was very easy to do her launch party. And I said, if I can help Nancy or help my first recruit with getting started, then I can help a lot more people. And a light bulb clicked on at that point. And it just got easier and easier. And I switched my mindset from bothering people with Scentsy to blessing them with Scentsy. So I think after about 6 months, that's what really made the light bulb go off, is when someone actually came to me and said they want to sign up. And that's the biggest blessing I think that's ever happened to me. And I'm very competitive. So when my upline, Allison, was doing really well, I felt, oh man, she's doing this, I can do this. So that's kind of, how I got started. So, those of you who have one recruit and you signed up 3 months ago, or you don't have any recruits and you signed up 4 months ago, it's okay. You can still be successful. you still have a lot going for you, and you're still ahead of me. I didn't have recruitment for 6 months. So
Can I
that's
pinpoint something?
Yes.
I wanted to pinpoint something that you said that was brilliant. And you said yourself at that moment, the moment your team changed, is when you switched your mindset from bothering to blessing. So that is such a huge shift that so many people get to make when they're ready to grow their team, is switching that mindset from I'm not bothering people, I'm blessing them. This is going to actually bless them. And I loved that. That is brilliant. I love it. Can I use that?
Definitely. That's huge for me, because I just had someone last night that called me and said, Jacqueline, I'm struggling with recruiting. And I said, well, how do you feel like you're pressuring people when you ask them? And she said, yes. And I said, listen, honey, I said, you are offering one of the best blessings you can by offering them Scentsy. You can work for yourself. You can work your own hours. And this company can really bless you, whether it's paying that car payment every month, or paying your mortgage every month, or, allowing you not to have to live paycheck to paycheck. So I think if you can change your mindset on not just bothering people with Scentsy, but blessing them, and taking it week by week, saying, okay, I'm going to bless 10 people this week with Scentsy. I'm going to present 10 people with the opportunity this week, and some might join, some might not. But the people that do, I'm going to show them how this company can bless their lives. I'm going to make them the best recruit, the best consultant they can be. I'm going to do their launch party. I'm going to help them recruit. I heard Bob Hipple say once that you don't truly recruit a consultant until they recruit a consultant. That's when you start the sponsoring.
That's awesome.
So I like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we are inspired, so tell us now that we've shifted our mindset, we are now blessing people. We're not bothering people. Tell us how to do it. Would you mind sharing your best practices?
No.
And we are pumped.
Okay, so first off, I always have a recruitment packet on me at all times. And this recruitment packet, as you can see on the slide, it includes a join brochure from Scentsy Success, a Discover Scentsy DVD, which you can buy on Scentsy Success or in your business order, a catalog, and a hanging freshener, which I'm still getting used to saying.
Yes, we all are.
Yes, it's difficult. I actually say the other bad word every so often, but I have to engrave in my head hanging freshener. But I always have this recruitment packet on me at all times. I have one in my purse. I have one in my car. I have one at my house. I bring it to parties, to craft shows, anything you can think of. Have this with you. For instance, my sister and I were at a restaurant the other day, and our waitress was very outgoing. And we both looked at each other at the same time and said, wow, she would be great at Scentsy. And I said, Christy, grab out your recruiting packet, give it to her when she comes back. So she did that. And the girl looked at the packet, and Christy said, listen, I don't know if you've ever heard of Scentsy, but it's a great way for you to make a couple $100 extra on the side. It's a direct sales company, and you can be an independent consultant for them. And just based on the last 15 minutes of your service, I think that you would be great at this. So look it over and let me know if you have any questions. So things like that, if I would have never had my recruitment packet, she might sign up underneath my sister. She might not. But at least I put my information out there. So I encourage you to always have a recruitment packet on hand and always have a catalog in your purse.
That's awesome.
The next thing I do, thank you. The next thing I do is I tell everyone that signs up underneath me to make a list of 100. And make a list of everyone you know who would want to buy, sell, or host a party. Some of your best recruits are your hostesses. So if you can make that list, and after my 6 months of being lazy with Scentsy, I sat down and I made a list of everyone that I thought would like Scentsy. And half those people on that list are now consultants now. So it's very powerful. And I'll share one quick story. I have a girl that signed up from Canada October 1st, one of my good friends. And I said, consultant, make a list of 100. And she said, okay. I said, call those people email those people, give them your web address and tell them they can order directly off of it, and present them with a business opportunity for those who you think that would be good. And she said, okay. She called me a week later and she said, oh my gosh, Jacqueline, my sister-in-law signed up. And I was like, woohoo, you know, that's awesome. And she said, but she signed up underneath someone from Hawaii. Oh, wow. And I was like, dun, dun, dun. You know, that's awful. But I said, Lindsay, you know, listen, you need to make your list of 100. You need to call those people now. And she said, I'm going to do that right now. So whether you've been a consultant for a day, a month, a year, if you've never done this before, it's very powerful. And I guarantee you that lots of people that you might think are good consultants or would be good consultants or be good at parties, you might have never even contacted and told them about that before.
Mm-hmm. You know, Jacqueline, we have a couple of questions from people that are wanting to know, what do you put your recruiting packet in? Do you put it in a folder, baggies? How do you present that recruiting packet?
You can do it a couple different ways. I used to do my recruitment packets where I had a question and answer page that I made up, and I put it in a folder. Now, since we have all these great Scentsy Success brochures, a little plastic bag is a little bit easier.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. All right.
And next is stepping outside your comfort zone. Everyone is a prospect. Everyone's a prospect. Everyone's a prospect. Say that 3 times, you'll always remember it.
Yay.
Yay. You know, every consultant hits a brick wall, and you feel like that you can't recruit, or you've already recruited everyone you know. This is when you have to get creative. For instance, the nail salons, doctor's offices, waitresses, vet's office, school secretary, and hairstylist. I'll give you a couple examples. I told you about the waitress, giving her a recruitment packet. Every time I go to a restaurant, I leave at least a hanging freshener. Thank you for circling that. And I leave a catalog. Every tip. And you know, if you leave a good tip, they're probably going to look at your catalog. Another thing I do is, this is an excuse for all of us women to go to a nail salon. Yesterday I went to get a pedicure, and I told the lady, I said, man, this shop is just beautiful. Who owns it? So she went out and got the owner. I said, this is awesome. I would love to give you a Scentsy warmer to put in your salon, because I have one that would look really good in here. She said, oh, really? Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
And who's that, Jacqueline?
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
I'm and who was that? Who was that?
That was the 2 dogs, Sasha and Tinkerbell.
Very cool.
But like I said, I told the lady, I said, I have a woman that would look great in your salon. And so I said, I will give it to you for free if you'll let me put some catalogs in your salon. Mm-hmm. And she said, oh, that's great.
Wow.
I've done this at a couple different salons and vet's offices. And I actually, this last 3 weeks, I've gotten a recruit, I've gotten a party, and I've gotten $200 in orders just from in between a nail salon and a vet's office. So
now, I know that we have people on the call, and you mentioned, you know, stepping outside of your comfort zone. What is it that got you out of your comfort zone? Because a lot of people I know that I've worked with, you know, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could ask somebody that. I don't know if I could, you know, do that. What is it that got you outside of your comfort zone to make that, you know, connection and ask, you know, the salon owner to put the Scentsy warmer in her salon? What is it that gets you out of your comfort zone?
I think it's just doing it. You know, the first time you ever step outside your comfort zone, it is tough. I feel like I'm pretty outgoing, but things like this are still